Plunet requires a connector to integrate with BeLazy. If you don't have it, you can contact your account manager or BeLazy, and Plunet will install it for you with a 3-month trial period. Once you've got the connector, check if you've got access, log into Plunet and go to the admin menu. Select Licenses. Scroll down. Under Plunet Additional Modules, check if you have the Plunet API. If you have a checkmark, you can already set up the BeLazy connection. It is useful to ask Plunet support team to allow the SuperLock admin user type on your Plunet instance. Plunet normally locks orders and items if a person is working on them, even for API operations. With the SuperLock admin, the API can override this lock. It is perfectly safe to use this with BeLazy, because the system never modifies or deletes information, it only adds new orders, new items, or new jobs. As a first step, let's set up your API user. Log into Plunet and go to the Contacts Resources menu. Click Create New Resource in Plunet and fill in some details, like the name. Now write down the number value of this newly created resource. Click on the gear icon next to Communication and change the user type to Internal, and the resource type should at least be a team member or a project manager. Now go to the Admin Users menu. Enter a username and password under Resources, Internal, and select the newly created resource under Resource and Plunet API under User Type. Click the plus button to add the user. Log out from Plunet and log in with the admin user. Go to Admin Rights, find the newly created user in the Resources internal table, and reset the rights group by clicking the blue lock icon. Now click on the user to open up the panel to edit its rights. Please refer to our knowledge base entry to check which rights you need to give to this user. Once you are done editing the rights, you can log back in with your standard user. When connecting to Plunet from BeLazy, you'll need the API user's username, password, and resource ID. You will also need to tell if your Plunet is on version 7.4 or newer. You will also need to identify which property should contain the specialization of the translators such as legal, IT, marketing, financial, and so on. Go to Admin, Properties, and copy out the exact English name of this property. You will need this while configuring BeLazy. Make sure also that resources have access to this property and also to language, source. Now that we have all the information for the configuration, let's make sure that Plunet is configured in a way that BeLazy can successfully generate projects. First, go to Admin, Settings, Orders, and check if the pre-selected project manager value is user or not. If it is user, consider changing it, because you won't be able to assign BeLazy generated projects to project managers. They'll be assigned to the API user as project manager. Under Orders, go to Templates now. BeLazy uses order templates to create orders, so even if you don't use this functionality, you need to create a new order template. We recommend using order templates for setting up custom fields as per your requirements. For a start, create a new blank order template for BeLazy, and give a name to it. You'll need to get the number of this template. In versions before Plunet 9, you can do this by saving the template, and then select the template under the last selected templates. The URL will contain a number, and that's the order template's number. While you can also use templates you are already using, be extremely careful with templates with languages added. BeLazy cannot overwrite those languages. So all the languages will be included even if your customer did not send them. If the customer also sent other languages that are not in the template, those items will not be added. Besides order templates, you also need to prepare your workflow templates. A workflow template consists of a chain of jobs, but BeLazy cannot read the names of these jobs. So we need to help BeLazy here. But how? Select a workflow template that you want to use in BeLazy, and in the description field, enter the job list, separated by commas. Only workflows with a description will be shown in the workflow mapping. If you already have a description, you can keep it by adding the workflow steps in the first line, separated by a new line. While you can use your standard workflow templates with BeLazy, for the sake of administration, we recommend that you create new workflow templates. We also suggest naming them something like automation, BeLazy, or simply BL. This can prevent potential risks caused by a colleague changing the template and leading to errors in the automated workflows. For file saving, make sure that under Admin, Document Templates, Folder Set, under the Extend Default Folder Set, you have /source added under Items. If you don't, add it, otherwise, the source folder is not created under the items, and we cannot create the folder, and thus can't save the files. BeLazy saves the files on the items level, not on the order level. You may need to give access to the item folders to the user in the jobs. Go to the workflow editor, and for each job, click on Open Job. On the first tab, Specification, under Source Files, disable the Apply Settings from Admin Jobs checkbox, and enable the /source folder on the items folder level. The Admin Jobs settings does not cover this possibility, you have to do it manually.